You talking about Hello to everyone. This is going to be a quick live. I had that colonoscopy yesterday. They found some polyps, so I don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, I'm good. I'm just really, really tired. And tomorrow, I get the cancer cut off my face. So I don't know how much you can see me. I'm going to try to come on here as much as I can. And yeah, there'll probably be some trolls. I think Pam might have straightened out some trolls. So we're going to go there. We are going to go there because I'm going to discuss that first. Okay, so let me get to the chat here. I want to give everybody a minute because I wasn't going to do a live, and then I was like, yeah, I'm doing a live. I couldn't sleep last night at all, even though I was supposed to be resting. I just couldn't. Just not feeling my best, and now I go in for surgery again tomorrow. But hey, I'm strong. I'll make it. We can do it. So first off, I'm going to take you guys somewhere. I'm going to show you something that was said. Okay, yeah, I can do it this way. Hold on. I want to show you something that was said in another channel. And then I'm going to make the record straight. Okay? I don't know where some of these people get some of this shit. Like, it's beyond me. I just don't have a clue. So, but I'm going to correct it. We're about the truth here, and we are going to get it corrected. My computer is having issues. What the heck? Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. Okay. I'll just do it this way. Let me go in here. Yeah, we always have troll bait. Troll bait, troll bait. Okay. I should have had it pulled up. I thought I did, and then it wouldn't click. So I had to open a whole new screen. But we're gonna get it. We are gonna get it. Okay. Okay. Let me come and share with you. I don't know why everything's moving so slow today, but it sure is. There we go. Okay. Let me add you. Okay. Here we go. And I will get a ostrich. There we go. Prayers. Skyline. Thank you guys. Yes. Okay. Here we go. We're going to start with this. Just because I feel like it's important to have the truths out there. As always, truth has to be told. So, everything is moving extremely slow, including me. But the computer's even slower than me. Okay. Okay. So this was posted in somebody else's chat. The MILF Squad. Like, who would want to be called the MILF Squad anyway? That would be just super creepy. The MILF Squad, Mod Squad, scattered super fast after Rock Chalk asked them to. Listen, I haven't talked to them, so whatever. Fair weather friends are thick this season. More at 10. And then this person goes on to say, actually not. It was her doxing my name and where I live, which I've never said her name. So where she lives, I mean, I know it. I know her full name. I would never said it. I would never do anything she asked me to, as I do not talk to her. But this game that is going on is making her and Deb C go real life. Really? Okay. That's what I said, and it's not okay. If your idea of friendship is just YouTube, then that's on you. I would think that you would have cared more. And there was replies, and basically that person said, it was like a week ago, one of the mods commented, we need a whole show where you guys bash rock again. I think the friendship is 100% based on some lady in Wichita. Like, seriously? You're going to do a whole show to bash rock? Okay. YouTube is just a website. Deciding if you are going to associate with a human is about real life as it gets. So, comments are for everybody to read. You guys can go read them. No hard feelings, but a group of women suddenly having my back 100% had to do with a lady I've never met. Okay. And then he says, cool. And then this mashed potato comment, I didn't understand it. It must be a side joke. Is slang. Don't know what that meant. So, this Dear John is fixing to get a hard-learned lesson. Who you talking about? I was replay crew. And then Derek says, all the MILF mods quit. Now, I always forget because I don't usually go do this. Got to go to the newest comments first. So, we're going to get to this one because this is definitely defamation of character. I have turned it in. I can prove it. So we'll just keep on. But this D person says to the channel, just keep making it worse. Cool, you do you. Just like calling us MILFs. So respectful. I did think of you as a friend. Sad to say that was all you think. A bunch of women who did go to bat for you and then got targeted for doing that. I wish you the best. Aren't you the same one that said you don't like being called MILFs? Like, I don't understand. But this one right here, this is the comment that is going to get the defamation of character suit. This Dear John right here. You guys see it? Dear John says, at the D person, I heard she got cease and desist email and then lied and said her name was Pam, not Paula. Okay, well, you have just defamed me, and you will find out very quickly. Very, very quickly. And I'm going to show you the proof because I find it to be important, and I definitely have talked to my attorney about it. So, anyway, I heard she got a cease and desist email and then lied and said her name was Pam, not Paula. I just ignore her. She isn't special, and her background has been run. Run all the backgrounds you want. I got nothing to hide. You can block her in chat to where she doesn't see what you say. Well, maybe you should have blocked me because this is already at the attorney's office. And then the rest of it was just BS. I really wanted to get to the Dear John. And listen, even if I was a man, I would never call my people MILFs, okay? Especially people you've never met. I mean, isn't that the American Pie movie? Like, seriously? Isn't that where that came from? Was the American Pie? Seems like it is. So we got that. And then we got another person that has a new name. And the Rock Nation better watch out because you don't know what's going to hit you. So she said. That's very interesting too. We'll get to that. And let's get to the proof of what's in the pudding here because we're all about the proofs, right? So with that said, we got to go to Rock's channel because I don't know how to share documents, so I'm just going to do it this way. It's just easier for me. So let me show you what has happened here. I do not live in Wichita. Okay? I don't know how much I got to get that through your head. I'm in Wichita a lot. More here since my daughter's thing than ever. And I mean, all last year, I was here towards the end. But yeah, nothing's in my name. I don't live here. Okay, let's go to this. Because we're going to get it straightened out. And Dear John has to be a family member. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. Okay, let me go add you. There's so much I could share with you guys that is unreal. Yeah. There is a dinosaur that's out making comments. That's the one that said, I took it as they're trying to threaten me, but I'm not scared. But maybe trying to threaten the channel. Good luck with that. Yes, I hope Beach Baby's shingles are about over. And yes, they were making threats. Okay, here we go. Let me add this. Now, I didn't put it in a specific order, so with that said, bear with me because we're going to have to go through it. Okay, give it a minute to get up on your screen so we can discuss. And then I'll explain. Okay, here's some posts. Community posts. I try to post in the community posts as much as possible. Anybody can see it. So let's see here. If you hadn't seen it, happy Wednesday. I did a happy Tuesday. Okay. There we go. We got this. Okay. I marked out the person's name because you don't need to be calling them. And it says, Dear Miss Johnson, the first letter was mistakenly sent to the incorrect email. Attached are both letters regarding the same. It was whatever, the cease and desist, whatever they want to call it. Whatever. But they did send a letter to a person named Pam on March 10th, 2025 at 2:15 p.m. That's when we would have been live. And strangely enough, our emails are very, very close together. In the beginning, and I'll show you them emails. There was an attorney that contacted me, said that Clint Butler had sent them to me and that I could help them in their investigation. I sent them all kinds of paperwork. So we've had emails back and forth. They know my email, and text messages back and forth that I am going to put on here and show you, where they know my phone number, they know my email. So, yeah. So that tells me that this person, this dear John, heard this from the attorney, because I didn't even know this existed until it was sent to me by email. Listen, what a joke. This is just such a joke. But on Monday, March 10th, 2025 at 2:15 p.m., it says Pam, she wrote this. Once again, I am not, nor never have been, Paula, nor ever lived in the state of Missouri, nor do I know your clients or participate in a podcast. Do better research. And then she went on to take 5 minutes. I don't think I posted that. I'll just pull it up on my emails and tell you exactly what it said. She went on to tell them, I'm going to go to the very beginning because this is just the craziest shit. I've never seen a law firm so messed up. I will say that. Anyway, she says, since this is the second time you have contacted me accusing me of something despicable, I took 5 minutes when to do this Rock Chalk YouTube channel and looked up their email address, which is, and she gave it to them. Hopefully for your client's sake, you are a better lawyer than researcher. Now you need to cease and desist contacting me. This came from this spam lady, okay? So they sent something to a lady whose actual name is Pam. So to dear John, you need to cease and assist yourself. Go remove that comment because it is incorrect, but you do what you want to do because I'm going to make you remove it. And I'm going to make you make you testify as to where exactly you heard that information, because now I've got a Pam lady saying here that she's getting emails accusing her of being rock chalk. So it does make sense. And the only person you would have got that from would be that Pam lady who you don't know, or the law firm. So somewhere the law firm has leaked information that they shouldn't have. So let's go forward with this. So there's where the Pam came from. There is a Pam. I've never said I was Pam. There's documents to prove it. So your little defamation character with me is not going to fly. I will bend you over and take everything you have. I promise you that. So keep it up. Here's the letter that the attorneys sent to Pam. Okay? Kirby Smith. Pam, my sincerest apologies for the mistake. Unfortunately, a letter was omitted from the email of the person we were trying to reach. We are now in contact with the correct person and will not be sending any more correspondence to you. Again, I apologize, as this was my mistake, not the attorney's. And also, my attorney says emails are not legit. You cannot serve somebody a cease and desist by an email. That don't fly. So, either way, I've told you everything I'm going to tell you. Listen, you guys already know. They don't want us talking about the kids. We wasn't talking about the kids. We was talking about basically the state and how the state didn't follow through with things. And it looks like I did put it on there, where she said that since this is the second time. So not only did they correspond with this lady the first time, and the way I understand it, She might possibly be doing her own lawsuit. She's pretty pissed. Pretty pissed about it. She might even be watching the show now. Don't know. Might even be watching the show now. And I did share one more. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where it went. Because I thought I put it on here. I know I did. You see here, it comes from the law office. I didn't want you calling them. But there you go. To me, this was to me. The first letter was mistakenly sent to the incorrect email. But yet, you went and told the family that I lied to you and said my name was Pam. Because you, law firm, you're the only one that had been dealing with this Pam person. So nobody else would have known it. So your confidentiality shit that you're supposed to have going on, even for this Pam lady, you don't have going on. I don't know what kind of law firm you are, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. FAFO. We are going to find out. And I am going to share everything that I've ever shared with you. Like, we're trying to keep our way back in May. You know, please help us. And I did. Sent you the documents. We don't want anybody to know we're investigating. Listen, all that's going to come. So, with this, you guys now know that I never said I was Pam. They literally was emailing somebody named Pam. And this lady named Pam got pissed. And I don't blame her. Because she said, I am not Pam. I am Pam. I am not Paula. You got the wrong person. They basically reached out to her with another letter that said, we've had plenty of contact with you. We know that you are Paula, and we have plenty of contact, which is true. Then how the hell did you get the wrong freaking email? Because in the beginning, I was helping you. So how did you get the wrong email? That's on you. That's not on me, and that's not on Pam. But you definitely, you caused defamation of character for her and me. And that's not right. And then, what do? You break your own rule, and you send me every correspondence that you had with Pam. Also, every one of them. But that's okay. And let's just throw the other one in there. I mean, a cease and assist is supposed to be done through mail, not through email. And I warned you. I sent an email back. You are not to contact me by email at all, ever again. I'm not going to discuss anything with you through a damn email. Okay, got it? It's not going to happen. And you better be careful who you share the information with, because, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not playing your games. I'm just saying, if you were my attorney, I'd fire you. You wouldn't be my attorney ever. Never ever would you be my attorney. You have screwed this up so much, it's not even funny. And you're representing. Listen, I believe all families. And also, you're right. A cease and desist does not work on the truth. And also, the cease and desist they're asking for is do not talk about the minors. Gotcha. Definitely understand that. We haven't talked about the minors. Haven't said their name. Haven't said nothing. I'm going to show you something else. I got to add it to my damn Facebook. Because this is not the smartest cookies in the box. I'm just going to tell you, it's just not the smartest cookies in the box. So let me go to, again, I wasn't prepared to do a live today. Hadn't planned on it, but here we are. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and I'm sick of it. I got better things to do. than to deal with a moron attorneys that send me other people's personal stuff. Like, you've sent me other people's personal stuff. That's not cool. Nor is it legit that I can think of. Like, seriously? Okay, let me show you guys something else. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back. Because let me show you what else they did. Listen, you just can't make this shit up. Nobody can be this dumb. But, hey, what can I say? March 11th, Kirby Smith got an email on there. Okay. CCN these law firms and the Garrett Oates, you know, okay? Oh, where did it go? What's the rest of it? Oops. I'll click on it. Cease and desist. I just showed you all their stuff. From Kirby Smith. Kirby Smith would like to recall the message cease and desist. I accept. Thank you for recalling it. And thank you for sending it to me at 7:30 in the damn morning when I had surgery yesterday. And yes, you did send it to my email. You sent everything to my email. I just, listen, again, can't make this shit up. And if my stomach didn't hurt so bad, I'd be laughing my ass off. Like, totally laughing my ass off. Okay, so we got that going on. Is there any questions on whether or not my name is Paula or if it's Pam? Does anybody have any questions to that? Because I think I just showed you, and I've never claimed for my name to be Pam. So that's their mistake, not mine. And why would you have to go all the way to Overland Park to hire an attorney? Interesting. Okay, Beach Baby says the shingles are better, but she's not well yet. And Debsy says, well, that's a little bit better. Anyways, yes, I hope you heal quicker. Flapjack says, with maple syrup. You got it. That's right. Yes, Debsy, any improvements is good. I've never had shingles. Knock on wood that I never get shingles. My brother-in-law got shingles, and oh my God. So yeah, that's one troll down. And I believe by the time my attorney gets done investigating, it's going to come back to a family member. Or a family member told this dear John that. This FYI. And out there defaming my name, when I have a YouTube channel, I have a problem with it. Because at no point, and then they go to another YouTube channel and said I lied and said my name was Pam, not Paula. So now you guys got the truth. Does everybody understand that? Do I need to go over it again? It wasn't me that screwed up. It was the law firm that screwed up. I never said my name was Pam. Never, ever. Oops. Dumb, dumb, and dumber. Yeah. That law firm did it all for the dollars. Exactly. You know, listen, when I first met Veronica's parents, the very first thing I said, you guys got attorneys? And they're like, no, why do we need attorneys? And I said, well, I did enough cases to know that, you know, it could be a wrongful death suit. But usually a wrongful death suit is for the heirs, which would be for the children. It's usually, I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, I would assume that Wrangler should be the one filing for his children. So, but that's just my own opinion. But yeah, I've never seen, listen, I thought this lady that went to Boise City Court was the dumbest attorney I ever met. And she's been proven to be smart compared to these people. As a matter of fact, that attorney ran into me somewhere in Oklahoma. said, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, nah, you don't know me. And I walked away and went, yeah, this lady is dumb. Okay, so we got that going on. Hello, Bianca. Good to see you. And the other thing, Derek, if you're watching, my name is Rock. You can call me by Rock. You know, I don't have any issues with you, but we're not friends. You don't get the right to call me Paula. You go by Derek. You know, I mean, I at one point, called you DS. You know, if you'd rather be called that, but I don't go by my name on YouTube. My real name. I go by Rock, and you should have enough respect to address me as Rock. Just saying. I don't have a problem with Derek, but some of the things he does, it's like, oh, I don't know where his brain's coming from sometimes. And that's not for me to figure out. Like I said, we're not friends. We get, we get along, but some of the dicks he does and the shit he's still got on his channel about me is not cool, especially when we made a deal. And I've kept my side of the deal. I haven't been discussing something that him and Norm discussed in detail. But if he's not going to keep the deal, then, I'm a woman of my word. Obviously, he's not. He's still got, the only reason he even has videos up of me is because that's the only time he gets views. And that's my main thing. Is the only time he gets views. Yes. Prayers to Wrangler, and he gets his kids very soon. Gonna work on that. I mean, even if it takes having to hire an attorney that is not a court-appointed attorney. I mean, is that where the problem is? And, I wish my grandpa was still alive, because my grandpa practiced in all 50 states, and my grandpa would hook, line, and sinker all of this. My grandpa that I don't have, by the way, that I was never related to. So, all my friends as attorneys, they practice in Kansas. So, Kirk Kearns, Dan Monett, there's a lot of them. And some of them's retired. Okay, maybe Kirby needs to find a new job. I don't know. Surely it was approved through the attorney. Because at 5, I didn't show you this one, but at 5:15 a.m., the attorney themselves sent me shit. That's when I got all this other lady's stuff. Like, are you kidding me? And then since then, I've gotten more. A cease and desist doesn't work on the truth. I agree. Yeah, it's just a bad look for a law firm, in my opinion. So I took their number out because I didn't want people calling them. So, no question. Daisy Dale. Listen, Daisy Dale, everybody was asking about you. It's so good to see you. Hi, Rock, sweetheart, and you lovelies in chat. So sorry it's been a long time since I have been with you. Got a lot going on, and it's not good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to give you prayers. I hope Jane comes back, too. I know Jane. I know you guys are from the UK. Anyway, got upset with some things that the President of the United States said. So we're not going to talk about the president here, even though we're in the United States. That's where we're going to do it at Dabbles. Because I love Jane, and I would never hurt her feelings either. And honestly, Daisy, I didn't know if I hurt your feelings. So we are so glad to see you back. We just was talking about you day before yesterday. Because yesterday I was in surgery. So it was day before yesterday. So glad to see you back. And prayers for whatever you're going through. You can always hit me up. Don't call me Pam because I won't respond because my name is Paula. But anyway, yes, long time no see, Daisy Dale. Hope all is well. Yeah, it sounds like she's got some issues, got a lot going on, and it's not good. If there's anything I can help you with, even if it's just listening, let me know. I'll do it. Daisy Dale says hi to Bianca. And yes, Deb C just asked about you the other day. It had to be Monday. We do hope it gets better for you, Daisy Dale. Listen, I used to say this a lot. There'll be storms that come and go, and you're going to be in that storm. Okay? It might have hail, it might have rain, it might have a tornado, it might have snow, it might be a hurricane. Whatever it is, there's going to be storms. It's how you walk out of the storm is what's going to mold you. So stay strong. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And when you walk out of that storm, you're going to know you've been through a storm. But how you choose to deal with that storm afterwards, is going to be what molds your life. Just remember that. Think of the happy things and whatever you can do to make it better. Beach Baby, we got you, rock. So you guys understood. I've never said I was Pam. The law firm sent paperwork to the wrong person by email. I looked that up. Called my attorney. It has to be a signed signature. I don't know what they got going. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about the kids anyway. Everybody knows what they need to know. Girly girls at work. I'll finish watching on replay. Gotta go to work. Gotcha. Deb C says, yes, Wrangler needs to file a lawsuit also for the wrongful deaths. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I showed you guys the other day the Texas County Sheriff saying they went 1 mile each direction. So they only searched 1 mile each direction, and it took 15 days to get the bodies. At what point did you have physical evidence that they were unalive? Why was there not drones in the air like the FBI guy said? Why did you not have helicopters? I don't know. What did you know? Did you know what happened? Did you know it was going to happen? I don't know. I don't understand. He is disrespectful. Listen, I would never, ever run around calling any of you women a MILF. That's just as bad as it gets. I'm going to grab something. Hold on. And I hope Derek's watching, because if you haven't seen, has everybody seen the movie American Pie? Okay. American Pie. MILF stands for, and why you would call your mods this, I don't understand. But MILF stands for Mom, I like fuck. Basically, a mom I'd like to fuck is what MILF stands for. Why would you call your mods that? I'm just trying to give him a helpful piece. And last night I was in the live, and he said he kept calling them MILFs, like he didn't get it. So Derek, if you're watching, MILFs is from American Pie, and basically a mom I'd like to fuck. So you're saying you want to fuck your mods? That's horrible. And that might be the way they're taking it, because I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't let you call me a MILF. I don't care who you are. I'm just saying. I agree. If he keeps it up, I wouldn't keep the deal. Yeah, I've always said you can own all the property, have all the money in the world, but your word is everything. I've kept to my word. He has not. So if he has not kept to his word, and I have, does that break the deal? Because I did give my word, but he did too. So if he breaks his word, does that make the deal gone? I'm just wondering, because I find my word to be everything. Go away, Derek. Was Derek in here? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? What did I miss? I go through and unblock everybody, and then, listen, the mods are quick. And you come in here and acting like a fool. I'm not saying he came in here acting like a fool. I'm just saying, if a person comes in here acting like a fool, they won't make it to where anybody else can even see it. The mods have quick hands. Let's see here. Okay. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Okay. Have missed you all so much. We miss you too, Daisy Dale. And again, I hope things get better for you. It sucks. Listen, it's sucking in my life right now too. You know what? I've had a good life. I'm happy. It's got some hurdles I'm going through. If I make it through them, I make it through them. If I don't, I really, really hope that you guys continue the good fight. And that is for Wrangler to get the kids, and that anybody out there abusing any children, that you always step in. I'll say it that way. You always step in. I know a good friend of mine, his name is Rob Lee. His fifth generation grandfather was General Robert E. Lee. Well, this man was hitting this lady, and he jumped in the middle of it to stop it. And guess who got arrested? My friend Rob Lee. You know, he had his day in court and got thrown out, but still. And then they wonder why people don't want to get involved and help anybody. We've talked about this before. Penny, the Marine on the train that saved all them lives and ended up choking that guy to death because that guy was on some kind of drugs, had to go through a murder trial. Get out of here. He saved a lot of lives, and then he has to go through a murder trial. Just ain't right. Just ain't right. No, not at all. I love you all. Well, we love you too. Yes, that's all it is, Leroy. I think I mentioned before, we are getting ready for my grandson to go to trial. Oh, you have. Oh, you have. I do. I don't remember what it's about, and I don't think you told us. So I'm going to wish you the best. Okay, she tells us it's coming up. Derek needs to be more respectful, especially to his wife. Well, I mean, I was in their live, and they were talking about getting a third person in their life. Maybe a male, maybe a female. Like, it was weird. And so maybe it don't bother her. But I would never disrespect her. And I've said that to her. I never, at one point I called Derek a dick sucker because he was calling me names. And I said, I think I called him a cocksucker. I called him a cocksucker. And he named himself Dick Sucker. And he made a joke out of it and did several videos about it. And then they were on the live, and Stephanie was on there. I think that's her name. I think that's what she said her name was. Anyway, she said, well, apparently you're a dick sucker. And I said, oh, in the chat, I said, I was not trying to be disrespectful to you. I am so sorry about that. Like, I would never be disrespectful to somebody's spouse. Derek needs to be more respectful, especially to his wife. I can imagine my husband talking like he does about other women. Yeah, me either. Rick would never. Prayers to Daisy Dale. Yeah. I mean, we don't even know what the trial is, but I think I'm coming up on it. I showed everybody yesterday what a little screen I got. You guys are seeing all the messages, and I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where I'm at right now. So the agree, Ostrich 29, that's where I'm at in the chat. Thank you, Ostrich. Prayers. Where's Christopher? Christopher, probably for one, don't know that we have a live, but he took his dog out. But Christopher's not having a good day. He's really tired. Remember he said he couldn't stay awake, Deb. He said he was having a hard time staying awake today. Don't know. Prayers to his wife for feeling she needs to put up with that shit. Yeah. Everything. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Okay, Daisy, here we go. The sad thing is that this stupid thing he done was 4 years ago. He never hurt anyone and has worked and kept his head down ever since. Hope the jury shows leniency, praying to the Lord. Yes, absolutely. I say this all the time. Good people make bad mistakes. I even had a felony. I stole my dog off the pound. It's been expunged, but, and it said that I stole a car, automobile, plane. If I had a plane, I would be in the Bahamas or somewhere really nice. If I'd stole a train, it wouldn't be in Kansas, Colorado, or Missouri, definitely not Oklahoma. It'd be somewhere I wanted to be. So yeah, Christopher's having a Daisy Dale. I hope everything. Is it a jury trial by chance? Hopefully. I know that my friends as attorneys, when they have somebody even with a DUI, I do not believe in drinking and driving at all. But there is people that do it, and when they have a DUI client, they try to put off the case as long as they can, so that when they do go to court, they can say, Your Honor, it's been 3 years, and they haven't drank, did anything. It was a one-time thing. Please be lenient. And one thing with a DUI, especially in Kansas, and I think it's all states, you can get a diversion on the first one, but it never goes away. DUIs cannot be wiped off your record. So, like here, if you get 3, that's a felony and jail time. A minimum of 60 days in jail. Sending Christopher prayers. Yeah, I remember that about Christopher. Yeah, he just told us that earlier. I will keep you all updated. Yes, please do. And if there's anything, if you just need to talk, we can talk. You can always, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but you could join the Discord just so you can, that's how I talk to Dinky, and he's in the UK. Actually, I do it through Facebook Messenger. If I want to talk to Dinky, I go to Facebook Messenger, but Discord would be the same way. And I call him, and I talk to him. Sometimes we used to talk for hours, and it don't cost anything. So, just a FYI, if there's somebody in the States you want to talk to, you could do it through Messenger, or you could do it through Discord. Discord has a phone option in it. Don't cost you any extra. Okay, let's go on to the next subject. So, there was this person called Yelp. Yelp put out several videos of me. There was a cease and desist letter sent. It's just really crazy because now come to find out, this isn't the first time she's did it either, but she's a fraud. She'll say she's got cancer, don't got cancer. She can't afford a electric bill, and she will instant message somebody like in here and say, hey, I got a $200 electric bill. Can you help me pay for it? Then she gets a receipt for it, sends it to you, and asks other people and sends them the same receipt, is the way I'm understanding it. Okay? Definitely that lady needs help. They say they offered her help, and she is back on YouTube. And it's going to get crazier, so I want to keep track of this here. So please do, Daisy Dale. Yes, keep us updated. Prayers for Beach Baby Christopher, Daisy Dale, and you. Oh, and son. Yes, absolutely. Daisy Dale says, I feel so much better just being in touch with all you lovelies. I've been in a depression. We do not want you in a depression. Listen, we'll come in here. We'll talk to you anytime. Also, if it's on odd hours, we got Rock Chalk Dabbles. Bianca, could you share Rock Chalk Dabbles? Daisy Dale, make sure you go join Rock Chalk Dabbles. Over there, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about the wax job that Christopher's going to get. Waxing of hair, hot wax. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Talk about a lot of things over there. Yes, I'm telling you, Ostrich. Oh, been watching all kinds of YouTube videos on Yep. And she kept saying that she had an extra, she had a video she was coming out about me, and that damn Margaret Younger duck a fuck or whatever the name is, get a duck a fuck, I don't know. Um, she just asked her not too long ago, well, when are you going to do the thing on Rock? Well, I tried to upload it last night and it said it was this and that. No, bitch, you ain't got anything to upload on me. And if you do, you've already been served. So, and all these people that you ripped off, they should file a class action lawsuit, because I hear this is not the first time that Yep has did this. And last night they said she was in the chat and under a different name and she would not come up. And they were begging her to come up and explain to them what she did. So here we go. Ostrich says she needs lawsuits against her. I can't believe people allowed it to go on for so long. Years. This is not the first time that she did this. And there's the Dabbles channel. You can click on it. Bianca put it here in the link. You can click on it, go over and subscribe and like and set the bell so that you get all the things every time we're live. Hello, rockers. Naughty Dingo Bat Nona is in the house. Naughty. She probably F ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so if you do want to go see a little bit, the way I understood this, and I could be wrong, but this Cash guy is an attorney and was a friend of hers. And he didn't know she was a scammer. And he helped her out a lot. And they've been watching her for months, is what they say. They've been watching her for months. And they know her real name, which many of us know her real name. And she scammed people for a long time. It's almost like, you know, that, what was that lady's name that her daughter went to prison for killing her? Something Rose. You guys remember her? What was that girl's name? Something Rose. Anyway, something Rose. Hello, Justice for Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan with Idaho 4. Anyway, she ended up killing her mom, but her mom made everybody think this girl had cancer and had all this stuff to get free shit and go to Disney World and all this stuff. And that was just a crazy case too. What mom would fake that their kid is sick just to get money and donations? This is crazy. It's been going on for years. How can you be friends with someone like that and support her? You know, I did ask Carrie about her, and Carrie said they'd been friends for a long time. And actually, I messaged her, and her response to me was, let me see here. Time 2:30. Oh, my hour's up. I gotcha. Let me go quick. But I did message Carrie and talk to her, and I said, Yep, could be in some trouble. And you said you were friends a long time. She said, yeah, Yep has apparently scammed many. Makes me sad that she's not who she said she was. Another lesson learned. Nobody online is your friend. I hope your surgery goes well. I'm just trying to keep my mind busy. That's what I got out of that. Okay, I went last night and watched Tara's show to see if she was in there the other night. And Cash said something in the chat, and Tara and Carrie ignored what Cash said. I saw that. Somebody sent me a screenshot. And while you was watching that, did you hear her say, fair use, I'm not going to be like Rock? Yeah, I said that to the chat. Did you hear me? Because that got screen clipped and sent to me. Why did she have to bring up my name? Like, seriously, go on with your own life. Keep my name out of your mouth. Why do you drive by my house? We got you on camera driving by my house. Like, seriously? This is crazy. And yes, Gypsy Rose was the name. They got a house. You heard her. Yeah, I just found that was just uncalled for. Uncalled for. And I actually had sent that to Carrie too, and she said, "Nope, that wasn't me." I said, "But the laugh you did afterwards was you. What's up with the laugh that you did? Because I don't find it funny. Listen, they go over some good stuff, and if it's something that interests me, that we're going to start this new case. I told Carrie I was going to go because I was interested in watching it. I'm not interested in covering it, but I was interested in watching it, and then I couldn't comment. And I don't ever go into a chat that I can't comment. So, with that said, even in the chat I was in last night, I commented. Don't even know the person. So, yeah, I'm tired of reading this on YouTube too. It's just so ridiculous. Stay in your lane with your 85 people and do your own damn thing. How about that? Do your own thing. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. That way, if you guys want to go see about the Yep stuff, because they go into detail, and then they start talking that she's in the chat, and you'll see my comment. I tell everybody hi. This is what it's called. It's called Joneson. I'm gonna also share the link, but there's so many. If you just look up Yep, oh, there's like 30 being done on Yep. But she's already got a new screen name. And what's really weird about this is there's a new person out, the one that's threatening this channel, that is dressed like a lizard. And in this Joneson, they said that she likes lizards and dinosaurs. So watch for avatars with lizards and dinosaurs. So is this new one? Is this actually that lady? Yep. Scam artist. They should absolutely press charges on her. Hey, CBA 8410. Good to see you. Bianca. Gypsy Rose. Blanchard. Crazy case. Crazy case. Listen. I mean, all her life she was told that she was sick and all this other stuff. So her mom could get free stuff, free house, free everything. And then she found a boyfriend. Gypsy Rose found a boyfriend and they killed her mom. Like, it's just crazy. It's good to see you, Jezebel Witch. I haven't seen you in a while either. I hope the cats are all doing good. Sounds like CYA. I know, right? Okay, so back to this person, this Yep here. Yep, that happened. And it says here, anyone and everyone has my permission to clip, cut, or use my videos to spread awareness. All I ask is that you not take the credit for making them. If you have something I should see, feel free to email me. So we shared her link. I did share her link, right? I'm going to do it again just in case I forgot to hit the button, because I might have forgot to hit the button. There you go. This is the link to the slide. But Yep was really trying to go hard at me, and I was ready to sue her. I was definitely fighting back, that's for damn sure. You ain't gonna talk shit on me. Kept saying she had all this stuff. She did a couple videos on me. But let's play a little bit of this, just so you know. I like this song that Joneson has made too. What happened here? She's got a cool song that somebody made for her too. I wonder if they did it in Garage. You can make songs in Garage. It's an app. Okay. My computer.
In the States, now they running like roaches. I keep receipts, yeah, I keep the focus. We in the snake pit, no escape. Call them out, watch them shake. Talking loud, Now they fake, Jones it, yeah, set them straight.
Set 'em
Call
straight,
it like
baby.
I see it, I don't sugarcoat a thing. Try to play the
Anyway,
victim, now they crying in the rain.
play a little bit.
Let me see.
See if we can catch it up to where
Lose your hour. Anyways, there was a lot of shit that went down. Oh, Andy, thank you. Cash was made aware of what happened behind the scenes, because we knew that he was a big part of contributing to Yep's finances. And Cash, he has every right to speak out for himself. That's his choice. He was a victim of the scam. He has every right to speak out. But people wonder why I haven't spoke out, and I haven't spoke out because I'm dealing with 7 other victims. I'm dealing with a group of them, and their privacy is what matters most. Their willingness to take this to a platform means most right now. Cash is a good man. He is. I will not be releasing details. It is up. I basically am in the know because it happened in my Discord. All the girls that or men that were affected, they brought it to me. That's my role in this. But as for being scammed or taken advantage of or lied to in that way, I had a little bit of experience with it, but I'm not a victim. These other people are. And I will say these other people wear their hearts on their sleeves. They just love to help people, and that was taken advantage of. Absolutely taken advantage of. So let me start from the I'm gonna go over my little essay, okay? Because I had to be so super cautious because this involves a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but a group of people. Like I said, if they want to speak out and tell their side, that whenever they're ready or if they're ever ready, I'm absolutely here to give that platform. The same way Cash had every right to go to his platform and make it known. That was his choice. So I'm just kind of like hanging out, waiting to see how people feel. I have to take their feeling.
Okay, I have a question. You said Elevated Truths. Is that Elevated Truths podcast? This here is Johnson, and she says that you can use her any of her stuff. Just let everybody know this is her stuff, and it is. And yeah, Rose was not sick. This one, Ostrich 29, Elevated Truths podcast, and was it the video from 2 hours ago? Because I see a video from 2 hours ago. It is the video from 2 hours ago. Hold on. Somebody might have even sent it to me. Let's see here. Bianca on the spot. I just love her. Yep, that's the one I had pulled up. That is absolutely the one I had pulled up. Let's finish this. We're going to play a little bit more of this because they say that she's in the chat, and there's the person that's been threatening is if you only knew. I'm going to show you. If you only knew. I'm going to show you that person here in a minute so that you kind of know. Okay, anyway, let's go back to this real quick.
Feelings and their privacy.
So I watched this whole thing.
Someone who has all the...
And they're saying that she likes dinosaurs and lizards.
Was claiming to be someone that they weren't.
And she says, come on, girl. They say she's in the chat under a assumed name.
Yeah, the link is here. If you want to...
Here we go. So Yep hasn't left.
This is exactly what I mean. Yeah. Oh my God. If you're in here, Yep, you can absolutely come up and talk to me. I reached out to get your side of things. I tried not to have to do this live. Like... I know, right, Center? Oh my God. I'm breathing, Grain. I'm breathing.
And they already picked her out by the way she talks in here.
Is this my live? Am I Yep? Are you Yep? Oh my
Anyway,
God.
so
Yep
that was
could
that.
be
If you want to go see it,
anybody.
go look at Joneson.
You didn't?
And we appreciate her for doing that. Now we're going to go to Elevated Truth. And you said it. What did you say at what time? I need to go back and look and see what time you said it was at. Crap. Okay. Go back to StreamYard. Okay. Yes, please don't give people money if they ask you on YouTube unless you know them. Listen, I've given a lot of people money. Ask Bianca. Ask. There's a lot of people you can ask. I definitely have helped a lot of people out. Right now, I can't help anybody out. I got too much going on. What was that time that you put on here? Because I wanted to go to that time that you said. Did I skip it? What was it? 15 something? 1506. Thanks, Ostrich. You're saving me from having to go through all that. Again, I don't get to see everything that you say, so let's go share this. And we're going to go to 1506. Did a quick live on the lunch break. And let me share this person's link. This is what we're watching right now. We just want to watch this one clip. Who knows? You might become a fan of this person. I don't know. It's not somebody I've watched. Oh, it might
be. Mr. President.
The senator from Kentucky.
For their news, because that's all there was. I remember those days.
What did it just do? Hold on. Acting's so weird. Oh, okay. Let's do it again.
In the chat this morning. All right. Holy shit. Years? You've been scamming people for years? I don't even know this creator. Don't know the creator. Seen him in my lives a couple of times. They've said some weak ass shit in my comment section. Isn't it crazy to y'all? Isn't it crazy that the ones that always going after somebody, always talking about what somebody else is doing, always talking about how horrible somebody else is, always talking about them hate channels, right? All of that. And they be the ones that end up being doing the dumb shit. Are y'all surprised? I don't think y'all are surprised. I'm not surprised. Well, she admitted to it, so yeah, she did it. I say allegedly because I don't know the specifics of the case or the situation. I just don't know. But I just find it so odd that the ones that are like always getting busted for doing some fuck shit are the ones that are always with the I am on a high horse of morality and sinlessness. And I'm just like, and then, okay, the gaslighting that's going on from the people that like that person or people, whoever it might be, the gaslighting, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, Duck Duck says, yep is the best. And then, the other channel, they're refusing to talk about it. And that was a good friend. Was there Mod? Was a Mod in Carrie's? Was a Mod in Tara's shenanigans? And this is how I feel about hate channels. This is how I feel about any channel. Even you that's watching my channel right now. If you're hate watching, why are you even watching? Go watch something you like. But life's too short to hate watch. I know somebody else that hate watches Bullhorn Betty. I choose to like Bullhorn Betty. Do I go there very much? No. When I do, she acknowledges that I'm there. She's never been mean to me. But if I didn't like her, I wouldn't go to her channel. I don't hate Derek. I'll go over there and be in the chat. I have no problem being in the chat. But like last night, somebody said that Christopher was stalking somebody, whatever. That's not what was going on, but whatever. And he said, he asked the question, well, if you're a woman, would you be scared? And I said, I'm not scared, but I got Smith and Wesson, 2 big ass German Shepherds. Then he went on for 15 minutes about a freaking gun. And whatever that guy's name that was on there wasn't very smart either. And, you know, they just kept carrying on about this gun thing. And I said, can you read? My German Shepherds' names are Smith and Wesson. Okay? That's what it said. And you're going to go on for 15 minutes about a freaking gun? And not only that, Kansas is an open carry state. So is Colorado. So is Oklahoma. So if you want, they start talking about people, you know, running around with their guns on them. It's not against the law to run around with a gun on you in certain states. But anyway, let's go back and listen to this guy.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I ain't never seen so much gaslighting in my whole life. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Holy, holy, holy. God send us some cannabis, 'cause we're going to need some more. Oh, shit. I felt like I needed to get my rosary beads out. You know what I mean? I'm not even Catholic, but I felt like some rosary beads were necessary. Kels 420, thank you for being here. I can't find my mouse. There we go. Thank you for being here for 6 months. Truly appreciate you being here and supporting the channel.
I mean, he's interesting. He's 420 friendly. He sounds like he's honest, and he's right. These people that were praising Yep, are now gaslighting the whole question. He is correct on that. They're gaslighting it. It's crazy.
Merciful and mighty. Lord, y'all. I mean, I've been a fuck up in life, right? Like, I've been a fuck up.
Everybody's made fuck ups in life. It happens. But scamming people, you know, I feel like a lot of YouTubers out there scam people for their money. That's all they're here for, is to get their money. There's this one guy, when I first came to YouTube, I can't stand him now, and I'm not going to tell you his name. But his favorite phrase is, listen, folks, the bills are due, the internet bills are due, and they don't pay themselves. So I depend on your donations to pay them bills. Every freaking life he'd say it. And then all these women were giving him their retirement checks. Listen, I, for one, sent him money. I didn't realize he was such a scam. Yeah, you got to watch out for them scammers. If they're in YouTube for the money, they're not in it for the right reasons. Just saying. Now, if they, you know, put a lot of effort into it, and that's what they're doing for a full-time job, and they're giving you good information like Melanie Little, you have a choice to donate or not. But who would donate to scammers? I mean, I got some oceanfront property right there in Elkhart. You know, we'll sell it to you, and we'll just donate it to Rock Talk True Crime Channel. No, we ain't doing that. But that's just an example of stupid.
I fucked up like everybody else is fucked up. But damn. I don't even know, like, who to believe, who not to believe. I don't believe anybody on these streets, just for the records. Nobody.
And just so you know, since I hit the streets, man, I became a member of a gang. I was the captain, and we were on the shit from day one of me joining YouTube. And it was funny because I told my husband, I said, yeah, I'm on YouTube and I'm in a gang and I'm the captain. He said, the captain, are you on a ship? I said, yeah, we're on a ship. But these YouTube streets are rough. I've told you guys that 1,000 times. Always use not your real name. People will dox you. and look you up and do shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. You start talking shit on me, I will look you up and I will find out who you are. Just so I know. You go in another channel and you want to do a hate channel on Rock for an hour, you can bet your ass I'm going to go find out who each and every one of you fucking are. And I can do it even with your screen name. Now, does that mean I'm going to go by your house? No, it don't. It just means that I'm going to know who you are that's trying to fuck with my life. And I will mess back. Might be petty, but talking about somebody behind their back and going to do a whole live bash and Rock because you're no longer on her channel, get the fuck out of here. Seriously. Don't you got better things to do? Don't you got children out there that you are foster children you're supposed to be going to help there? Like, I mean, what about all the stories you said in Discord about them kids that you talked to? I'm just going to say, you better be
Well, I
careful.
take that back. There are probably 2 creators that I will obtain information from and enjoy knowing that the information is more than likely true. Can't ever be 100%, but more than likely true. What I've also found on these streets is the ones that are the realest, like the ones that are absolutely the realest, they don't play that patty cake bullshit, are the ones that are hated the most. Doesn't that say something about our society?
What do you guys think about that? You come out with the truth, you got the paperwork that's the truth, and you're hated the most. It does happen. People want to know the truth. You know, whenever you have murders, you want to know motives in any murder, okay? And so you dig, especially if you're a true crime person. You know, they try to say I wasn't a state investigator. Well, I can prove it, but I don't have to prove it. They are nobody to me. But I'm from the day where we didn't use computers like you can now. So boots on the ground was better for me. That's my dig. I'm old. I'd rather be boots on the ground. Now I've gotten much better at looking everything up on the computer. I will say that. But if you got time to go to hate channels for them to talk about people, or go to and you're a creator, to entertain a 1 hour bash session that your mods want to do against Rock, do you not have better things to do? I mean, I do realize that the only good views you get is when you talk about Rock. But then you're breaking our deal. You know, that goes back to the deal we have. You continue to break the deal every time you're live. And I've held up my end of the deal. For Norm's sake. At what point do I keep holding my deal for Norm's sake when you keep breaking the deal? I'd like to know everybody's opinion on that. If you make a deal with somebody and you are holding up that deal, okay? You're holding up your side of the deal, but the person you made the deal with still left videos up about you because they got views out of them. Still continue to talk about you. Why do you think I went back in there? Why do you think I even went back into his channel? Because they want to yap their jaws when I'm not there. But the minute I'm there, the yapping stops. Because, listen, they were talking hella shit about, in chat, about me having some kind of sexual relations with Christopher. And let me tell you something. You can fuck with me all you want, but don't you involve my family and don't you involve my husband. Do not be disrespectful to my husband. Do not be disrespectful to my family. And as far as being disrespectful with me, I'll handle you. So, and Derek had just said, you know, Rock's got my number. She can call me if she has a problem. Guess who called? Rock called. Go listen to it. I'm on live. His wife answers it, and I said, I would never disrespect you, and I don't appreciate people disrespecting Rick. She passed it to Derek. Derek passed it to Hope. I like Hope and May. And they said, nobody disrespected you. I said, the hell they didn't. Go read the comments. And they said, oh, yeah, I find that disrespectful, too. So as a creator, you got to pay attention to who's being disrespectful in chat. That's why there's wrenches. And if you find somebody being disrespectful, you boot them. You boot them. Listen, spouses, kids are off limits on attacking them. They're off limits. This whole case here, there's a lot going on. I'll just say there's a whole lot going on. A lot of documents that I believe will come out that I was told was dropped. I double checked. No, they're still in the system. They have not been dropped. But I'm not going to discuss it because I believe they will come out. There is no doubt in my mind that they will come out. Let's see here. Yes, that's the main thing. Finding somebody that's truthful, Ostrich. I like Elevated Truths. He does a bunch of different stuff, but I find him truthful. I'm going to play him a little bit while I'm going over the comments on his lunch break live.
Society, when we go and like attack people that genuinely try to be good people, but then we let the people that are fucking around and not finding out get away with it. It's wild to me.
Fuck around.
But that's just the world in general. That isn't just on YouTube. That's the world in general. Lordy. I think somebody needs to have a seance for these folks. I think somebody, I don't know who did it, but somebody summoned the fucking devil or something in these streets. I don't know what to tell you, but somebody summoned some evils.
Not only that, okay, again, Bullhorn Betty. There's so many hate channels against Bullhorn Betty, and people hate watch Bullhorn Betty. Why? And that's what I don't understand. If you don't like somebody, why are you even watching their channel? To the old mods, you want to go in Derek's, you want to talk shit about me, why are you even watching? If you don't like it, don't watch it. I got better things in life to do than to sit and hate watch. Okay? You should too.
Evils. I think we should do a seance to bring God back. I don't know. Something along those lines. Fred says, when I first came here, I believed everything. Now, I believe nothing. Ooh, ashes. Okay.
To this comment right here. Listen, I'm with you. I am all about kids. I've told you, 2 of my daughters was raped by my nephew. I have a family member that their baby was shook to death, and people knew what was going on. I didn't. I was young, and they did nothing about it, and they were family, and the baby died. They knew that the boyfriend was a member of my family to this lady, and he shook the baby. People knew he was shaking the baby. Things went on, and people hid it until the baby died. Yeah, he went to prison. You can bet your ass he went to prison. He did all of 6 years for killing the baby. You know, listen, if you're my family member and you're doing shit wrong, I am the first one that will call your ass out. Best believe. Especially if it's against any kind of kids. And especially if it's any sexual assault case. Even against women, anybody. I'm one of them. You see something, say something, people. You see something, I'm right in the middle of it person. So, Robbie Combs, don't worry about it. You know, I get it. Rock, I tend to comment when I'm aggravated, usually about minors and essay. I'm a very quiet lurker. I don't mind lurkers. It's okay to lurk. It's the hate watchers that, you know, want to come over here and then go back over there. For example, I was in Derek's and they were talking about lot lizards, and every time I made a comment, he had this hawk sound. And then I remembered that me and Rick was in the bus, and we were at Love's, and we were talking about on my trips that I go on, that Love's now has parking where you got water, you got sewer hookup, you got electricity, you got everything, so I don't have to run the generator. And he was pulling around back, and he said, well, one trucker told me while I was filling up, he said, you got a nice rig. And he said, yeah, my wife uses it. And he said, well, tell her, you can't trust truckers. And not to park where the truckers are. That's the worst thing that she can do. And I said, when he was telling me when he got back in the vehicle, I said, oh, well, if I parked back there with the truckers, they'd think I was a lot lizard. So then constantly in Derek's chat, they were talking about lot lizard because they were hate watching the channel. If you don't like the channel, get the fuck out now. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. Okay. Truthers have been hurt the most on YouTube for the last 8 years. That is true. I will be honest with you. I did not come to I've been in YouTube since 2013, but it's for my bands, my music friends. That's truly friends of mine. And they don't go by a record label, and they pretty much promote their stuff. Ryan Upchurch is one of them. And so I joined YouTube to watch them do their music and to hear their songs because they don't have a record label. Anyway, but I was watching the Idaho 4, and it was Banfield, and she had Kara in her car, homeless, running from the law, and the lady knew nothing more than YouTube. All of us on YouTube, she knew nothing more than we knew. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with mainstream media. They can't tell the truth. Everything's out of narrative. I can't do this. Thank you, Robbie. I just want to say I love what you do. I just feel like the truth has to be told, no matter what. It has to be told. You can throw a cease and desist on one person, but you can't throw a cease and desist on everybody. And not only that, it's in the records. I'm just going to say that. It's in the records. You say it's been dropped. I verified it's not been dropped. It's still in the records. It's still in the state of Kansas records. So we'll just leave it at that. Because I said I'm not going to talk about it. And I'm not. But you better double check. Deb C. Yes, we all love what Rock Talk and family does for Case. I say this all the time. This is our channel. This isn't Rock's channel. This is our channel. And we are going to be the truth channel. We are going to be the truth channel. And as much as we hate the truth, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth. Well, let me say this about Lauren and Jared. They're only talking about hospital records. They did not bring up any of the records that was done by the state, Children Family Services. And we'll leave it at that. They're only talking about hospital records. So, and in our state, I'm not talking about the kids at all. This is a whole different thing, a whole different case. I know somebody that, hey, Skywalker, I saw you were live. Salute to you. I was going to get to you, but I went over. Much love to Skywalker. Anyway, he don't like cases against children either. But I'm just going to tell you, the state has their own set of people. Because I worked for the state. I was a state investigator. The state has their own people that does their own investigating and does their. We have a children's exploited unit, and it has an SRS worker on it. Anyway, and the state does the report. They don't rely on any hospital for their reports or anything else. Independently, they do their own reports. They do that in Missouri. They do that in Colorado, and they do that in Kansas, and I imagine they do that in Oklahoma and everywhere else. So that's a matter of record, and that record either becomes substantiated or unsubstantiated. Even the unsubstantiated stays in the file. Just so you know, even unsubstantiated stays in the file. Substantiated definitely stays in the file. It's all there. Every report that's ever made is there. It's just like when you call 911. Say your neighbors have a domestic dispute. 911's called. They write a report. After so many times, our neighbors used to do it and run inside. Listen to the scanner. We got a call at 5862 South 43rd Street. This is our 13th call this month, DV. And they always run in the house. Eventually, they're going to get a warrant. They're going to come in, they're going to arrest you, period. So everything is kept record-wise. It never leaves. It stays. So let's see here. I never was on YouTube before a year ago, came across Rock Chalk, and I have learned a lot about the do's and don'ts of being on YouTube from Rock. Thank you for being an honest, informative person. You're welcome. But listen, I have learned, even in real life, people can't handle the truth. And sometimes the truth is hurtful. It is hurtful. But I would much rather want to know the truth than to have smoke blown up my ass. Just seriously. Hey, Robin H99. Hi, Rock, and everyone just getting here. Again, Robbie, I have no problem with people in the back. The problem I have with people in the back is the hate watchers that stay in the back and then they go to another channel and do their little dicks in the comment. You know what's really funny, if you pay attention, is they're never even paying attention to what the creator's talking about because they're too busy paying attention to what I talked about and talking about it in the chat. And they got wrenches. Lordy. Lordy, lordy. But I think Granny's attorney will bring it out. Well, the Granny's attorney did bring it out. Her previous attorney brought it out on April 17th. So, listen, you have a right to defend yourself against the accuser. By no means do I think what happened to Veronica and Jillian is even okay. I think it's horrible. It should have never happened. It should have never, ever happened. Somewhere the system failed. I'm going to leave it at that. Leroy says, don't count on Derek deals. He just needs attention. Yeah, well, I feel like he's broke the deal. And I keep trying to be the better person and say, oh, man, you gave your word. And even though he broke the deal, you got to be a better person. But I can only take so much of his bullshit. So much. Listen, he wasn't even, is he high or what? Because how many times did he call me Pam last night? Like, seriously? Your 15 viewers that was viewing was my channel over there watching me and you. And you called me Pam, I don't know, at least 15 times. And you know my name because you, instead of calling me Rock, like I've asked you to, you always want to put my real name out there. Well, if I wanted my real name fucking out there, it would say it. But you think you're doing a dig at me by saying my real name. Don't you think I've been called Paula all my life? My channel is called Rock Chalk and I'm Rock. Respect that. If Granny or anyone ever gets to a trial, I do believe that there will be a trial. I believe that Granny and Tad will take it all the way, and even Cole. I really do. I think they'll take it all the way. I think this is just my own opinion. You guys can tell me what you think. The angle that it's looking like to me. Sorry, I had to get a drink. The angle that it's looking like to me, that Tad is going to say that Paul killed Jillian. Because nobody can say that they saw Tad do anything. Grice was fighting with Veronica. She was giving him the fight of her life. She was fighting hard. That he had to ask for help. And Cora went and got the stun gun and gave it to Granny. So Grice had no time to look and see what was happening to Jillian. And in the paperwork, it says when he got in the trailer, Jillian was already on her side in the corner. And he was freaking out that he was set up and her eyes were fluttering. He thought, it's a bumpy ride in the trailer, especially out there on them roads. Ask me, I had to get new shocks on my vehicle. Anyway, so he said that he didn't want her to be buried alive and, wake up and freak out. So he stabbed her more just because he wasn't sure if she was alive or dead. Well, she was dead. She was dead. And I'm going to tell you, I'll never understand why Ellie wasn't looking. They looked 1 mile each way, but you didn't have a body. So You didn't have an alive body and you didn't have an unalive body. So if I was going to do a wrongful death suit, I definitely would include that, because why wasn't they searching? Why didn't they have drones in the air? Why wasn't LE searching? It was fire department and reserve fire department and farmers searching. You didn't see any LE out there searching. That's my opinion. Again, never feel like that you have to come through. There we go. There's Skywalker boxing. Much love, brother. You might have already left the chat. I always try to go through all. Every chance I get, brother, I come in, I watch you. I love boxing, love watching it. You know, Bianca loves watching. Trying to get you some more people watching. I see Dana White is now into boxing. This is crazy. I'd like to know your response to that. So next time you guys have your live, I'm going to try to tune in and ask them questions to you, how you feel about Dana White and the turkey and the boxing. Because that's some crazy stuff. Hey, back at you, Bianca. Skywalker salute. Yes, we love Skywalker. We love Ernest. Like everybody. And listen, if you like boxing, or even if you don't know much about boxing and you want to learn more, they respond to every chat. I know Tim does with Skywalker, and so does Ernest. They respond to every chat. If you remember, excuse me, when I was so worked up, still worked up on the Trooper a week before graduating, they had that boxing match, and I actually talked to the family, and they've gotten no further. But, you know, a broken nose, broken ribs, he got shit beat out of him, and it wasn't from boxing. Where did I go? I saw my guys over at Skywalker Boxing were live, and I was in the chat, and I said, hey, this is crazy, but I need to ask some questions, and it's important, and it kind of has to do with boxing. And Skywalker said, come on up. So I come up, and I was a little nervous because I was a little nervous to ask them, but, you know, because I didn't want to derail their show by any means. And I said, listen, this is what's going on. And Josh is actually a ref, and he said, that didn't happen in boxing. That don't even happen in amateur boxing. Like, no, he got the hell beat out of him. Something else happened. I said, thank you for your professional opinion. I went back to the family and said, listen, I got guys that's boxers. They are refs. Like Tim here, I think it's his cousin or uncle was a pro boxer, like big time. They know they're boxing. And I said, they said, no way that these injuries happen in a boxing match. You need to get some professionals there. So, yes, I love them. I try to go watch them every time. Every time I come in, they say, Rock's hanging out with the guys tonight. Bruce Gass, Bruce Gass, yeah, I like him too. It's my space away from here, and something I like to watch. And Skywalker, you know, is trying to do this for a living, where he interviews Kansas Kid. He interviewed Kansas Kid out of Ulysses. Still trying to get the coach to come on the show. That would be great. If I'll get with Country Boy too. We'll see if we can't make that happen. Like, that'd be really cool. It'd be cool for the Kansas Kid, and it'd be cool for your audience, because I know you guys really want to know what his coach really thinks at times. Okay. Nona says, Lauren, I believe there was absolutely no essay. It was all fabricated by Tiffany. She was there in the court, and she does not believe it. What? Yeah, I don't know, because we went back to Melanie's, and she's got the paperwork, so I don't know. And she's got the court papers. I don't know. Listen, I'll just wait for court to do it. I'm just saying that paperwork don't just go away. It stays in the file. They don't say, okay, we dismiss this and throw it in the trash. It's not been dismissed. It's not thrown in the trash. My daughter. Okay, we are now at almost 28 weeks. One baby weighs 1 pound, 7 ounces. The other baby weighs 4 pounds and I believe 3 ounces. The heart rates are good with both of them. She's at bed rest, and they're going to try like hell to get her to 32 weeks. Now, in the meantime, there's been 3 trips. They took her out of the hospital. There's been 3 trips to the emergency room and up to the labor unit. One of them, she got that flu bug and wasn't keeping anything down, and she kept calling me crying. I said, well, call your doctor. I'll take you to the hospital. She called me right back and said, he said, get there immediately. Well, when you're dehydrated, that puts you in early labor. I didn't know that. But we've been able to catch everything. We're praying that we can make it at least to 32 weeks. At this point, one of the babies is at a survival rate. The other one is not. So we just got to keep doing things slow. Keep doing things slow. Okay, Bianca. Okay, Leroy. Ignore Derek. He will go away. So maybe I just won't even go to his channel anymore. Like, if he's going to be that way and he's going to have videos up of me, maybe I won't go there. I really do like May and Hope, and I enjoy listening to them. But I'm not going to keep putting up with the abuse when, I'm trying to give him a view. I'm honest in there, and he wants to disrespect me, call me by a name I don't even have, Pam. I mean, go listen to last night's live. How many times did they call me Pam? Really? I don't want to talk bad about him, but does his brain not function right, or does he do it on purpose? That's where I'm at. Is he purposely, because somebody in his comments said that I lied and said my name was Pam, where I just showed you guys that it was the attorneys that fucked up, not me, and he's trying to dig at me? Or did he already forget what my name was and think it's Pam? Like, I don't know. I should just not even go there. And it's sad because I do like May and I do like Hope and I find them interesting. I do think that the missing needs to be covered. There's too many missing, especially nowadays. And I know that guy spends a lot of money. Is his name Terry? Puts a lot of money into them missing flyers and stuff, trying to spread it. But if I'm going to get attacked and it's even going to be the creator attacking, why go there, right? I agree. No, I hate to have egg on my face when the truth comes out and all these people believe the other. Yeah. It'll come out. I feel like everything will come out. It don't make it right what happened by any means. It don't make it right what happened, but I believe absolutely everything will come out. Like, I think things are going to go all the way back. Like, I think there's going to be family histories pulled. I mean, there's some family history. I'm just going to say that. There's some family history out there that a lot are not aware of. So. Okay, Christopher fell asleep. Yeah, he said he's having a hard time staying awake. Leroy, if TA and TC get by, TA will be boss and TC will be somebody's bitch. But Leroy, you're from that area. And so you know them. I don't know them. But I'm saying they will take it all the way to trial and have a jury of their peers. And keeping it in Guyman is definitely going to give them a shot. It only takes one for a not guilty. So if your family and you're so hip on this DA and the police, you need to go back and think. Everybody knows everybody there. They had dealings with everybody. The only people that can complain is you. Rumors were, I don't know. Rumors were Buddy Leach was friends with at least 2 of them. Hung out at one of them's house. You got KM on the witness list. He definitely was involved with one of them. That's been shown. Hey, let me tell you what. If something happened to one of my daughters, I'd be doing everything under the moon possible. You know what I mean? Prayers for the baby, yes. God is still on your side for your daughter. I believe that too. And my daughter's very religious. So she's got a good church behind her, and yes, God's got her. Okay. No. At Rock, I just finished something for you grand twins today. Once I get them boxed into the post office, I'll give you a heads up. Oh, you didn't have to do that. That's sweet, though. Very, very sweet. Yeah, they had the Sunday, they had the baby shower. And one of the ministers at the church runs a blow up thing. So he had all these blow up jumpers for the kids. And in case you guys didn't know it, nowadays, when they have baby showers, it's you bring your husband. Like, it's for everybody. There's no such thing as a baby shower and, hey, honey, I got to go to a baby shower while you get to watch the NASCAR race. No, baby showers are now held with both. So there you go. Derek does shit on purpose. He needs attention. He got no job. Well, I'm done with giving him attention. I tried to be fair, and he's not good at keeping his word, and that bothers me. And to purposely call me Pam or whatever, that's just rude. You talk about Rock Talk Channel, so well, why are you calling me even not my name and then my name when you know I go by Rock? It's disrespectful. So yeah, okay. Hi everyone in Rock. Hello. We're fixing to end this live. I'm at 2 hours. I was trying to make it an hour. Tomorrow, I know I won't be on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having cancer cut out, so off my face, and it's going to be a pretty long procedure, and so I'm sure I will not be on live tomorrow. Oh, my husband isn't going to a baby shower. Laugh out loud. Well, mine did. With all my girls, he's went to every baby shower, and he's hated every one of them. He wasn't happy. And I've been in Omaha, and so he texted me and said, "Who schedules a baby shower during a NASCAR race?" He went. He was a trooper. He went. That's why I said Rick is such a good guy, and he would be good to every one of you here. He's also one of them people that just because Rock might not like you, he's not the type that would not like you. You know what I mean? He's just really a good guy. That's why I am so defensive for him, because he is such a great guy. And good guys finish last, but you ain't gonna run around and talk about him. He's a good person, and everybody will tell you. Anybody that knows him, my girls will tell you, he's just a great guy. And actually, I think all families off limits. So when it comes to certain things, now if you're involved in a case and your family has a long history of stuff, then you get involved in it. But I do my channel. Rick don't have anything to do with the channel. Neither does any of my family. So, and then you're going to be dealing with a U.S. Marshal, a retired U.S. Marshal. You start messing with his family, and that's not going to be good. Okay. Ostrich. He might go to our daughters when that happens, but other than that, nope, not getting him to go to one. Yeah, I've been to several. My kids' friends they grew up with. Me and Rick's went to all of them. It is that. That's what it is. Does anybody have any more questions? Otherwise, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I just, again, this false narrative that Rock is saying that her name is not Paula, that it's Pam. That was the attorneys that fucked up, not me. And they're still screwing up. So they're still sending me stuff. But like, I told them, do not email me. I did what my attorney told me and said, tell them they are not to email you no more. I did that. They're still sending me shit, but they're sending me Pam shit. Like, they still can't get it right. Prayers for tomorrow, Rock. Absolutely. It's all good. They will take it to the end. Don't think anyone I know would not vote not guilty. I could be wrong. I need to rely on the integrity of locals. Yeah, but I mean, Leroy, think about it. I mean, you're going to tell me if, I'm just going to say Larry from the audio. If for some reason he gets pulled for jury duty, people can say shit just so they can get on a jury. You think he wouldn't? I mean, he was doing business dealings. How many people did business dealings with these people? I don't know. You'd like to think that people do the right thing, but no offense to those of you in the panhandle, but many have come to me and said, Rock, this shit has been going on for far too long. They've been getting away with unalivings, missing people for far too long. This case here would have been swept under the rug if you wouldn't have showed up. I don't know whether it would have or wouldn't have. I do know when I showed up, there was not a search for them, and the women hadn't been found. And now we know that the FBI didn't come in until the 4th? And they had Granny's phone since the 1st. So if they had such great technology, why did it take 15 days? And how did everybody know? And Deb C's in here. Deb C's got her favorite comment. I haven't seen it yet. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for that favorite comment she's got. Sending love and blessings to everyone. Prayers, Rock. I need to meet Rick. Well, you know, he's got over 8 weeks of leave. Maybe I can get him to come down there and get him to meet you. Since we got the bus, you know, I've been the one that takes the bus. But maybe I can get him in the bus and get him to meet you guys. Because I do know, I've met many of you. You're very good people down there. It's a shame that your law enforcement has failed you and your judicial system has failed you. They failed Veronica too. I've said that 1,000 times. I feel like Veronica got failed too. Like there's no winner in this case whatsoever. So anybody that says I won, you know, as far as this case, anybody out there that says, winner, I won. No, there's no winners in this case. There's a lot of kids left without a mother. There's a lot of parents left without a daughter. There's a lot of husbands left without wives. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of brothers that don't have a sister no more. And that area is known for ruling homicides and suicides. The area is known for bodies never being found. And I mean, that's obvious. I mean, my God, they were in a freezer buried 10 feet deep. They didn't plan on ever being found. But the minute they went missing, why couldn't you call KOCO and Channel 4? Have them bring their helicopters. Don't you think you would have caught them covering up the hole? I mean, I'm being serious. Because in the hole was the chest freezer. Then there's cement on top of that. Then you got to put the dirt in. And then you got to put the hay in. From there, it would look suspicious. I'm just saying. You would see all the fresh tracks. You know what I mean? Bushi, so glad I finally caught a live. It's been a while. Well, I hope you're doing good, Bushi. Actually, you caught the end of the live. I don't know about you guys, but it's 78 degrees. Whew, hot. Bitch, because it's cold. Bitch, because it's hot. Yes, I'm glad you caught the live. So, April 16th is the next court date. That court date is supposed to be for Grice. Granny, and Tad. And then I believe Cora's is May 7th, and then I believe Cole's is like May 14th. We always try to look it up. Yeah, I like the weather too. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, hold on. Rick's calling. Let me see what he wants. Hold on just a second. Okay, be careful. Sorry about that. He had to pick up the Sam's order. Oops. Let's see here. Anyway, he's picking up Sam's order. He said, "What is the charcoal for?" I said, "For the lake." "Oh, are you going to the lake?" "Well, I might when I get back. The weather's getting good." Okay. Let's see here. What did I missed it. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Nona says 6 days in, too many people knew those women were dead. Who did it? That they were buried and on whose property? I agree. That audio was from 6 days in, but still they didn't have the bodies till 15 days. I don't understand. Boo Sheet says 76 here and loving it. Yeah, listen, I could not sleep last night. I was supposed to rest. I never went to sleep. Oh, after my surgery, I woke up before I was supposed to, and it was crazy. They said that that's the fastest they've ever seen anybody wake up. I mean, I was awake. Hopefully that don't happen tomorrow where I wake up. I better not wake up in the middle of the surgery. I'll have a cow. So yeah, so anyway, today I've been kind of tired, and I told everybody, I said, I don't feel good. Just kind of tired. I'm going to take a nap. And I was like, I'm going to address this scam bullshit. I'm going to address this yet bullshit before it just keeps going on and on and on and on. I'm one of these people, I'd rather put the rumors to rest than to keep hearing about it. Put the rumors to rest. So, the rumor was, and it had to come from the attorney's office because we saw the paperwork, that I lied, said my name was Pam, and come to find out the attorney's office sent the paperwork to a lady named Pam. And she sent 2 very nasty emails back. And she even looked up the Rock Chalk True Crime channel and sent it to them and sent them the email address and said, "This took me all of 5 minutes. I hope you're better at representing your client because this is ridiculous." So go back to the beginning, the proof's there. I showed you. Nona says, "Bushi, where have you been?" I think Ellie knew the day of. Is that why they wasn't searching? Seems like nobody wants to ask them questions. I mean, when have you ever seen people come up missing and they only went a mile north, a mile south, a mile east, and a mile west? And the bolo went out, if you're in that area, wasn't it like 6 something that the bolo went out, that these 2 might be in danger? It was that evening, correct? Somebody correct me because I'm not in that area. But they did send out a bolo that these 2 women were in danger and what they had on. I want to say it was that evening, and they had been missing since 10 something that morning. Leroy says, "We are real tired of the corruption." Hey, like Jarrett said, you've got a guy that is the head task force agent. He shouldn't even be selling lawnmowers. So what you're telling me is go to Oklahoma, get a law enforcement job, get grand jury indicted, fake a burglary, get charged, and take a lesser charge, and just move to another part of the state and get another job doing that? And that's the people you're dependent on to protect and serve and make sure things are done right? It's crazy. This is nuts. It's nuts. I have no faith in Oklahoma LE anymore at all. It's hell, the sheriff of Texas County is on the Brady list. And now we hear that the DA and the task force is under FBI investigation. I don't know if it's true or not. The Oklahomian said it. I just read to you what I saw or what I seen. There's always going to be somebody to correct me, right? There must have at Deb C because they sure were not searching. Too many misfit LE. Yeah, I'll never, ever in my life understand why there wasn't an active search for these women. What if they were injured somewhere and they'd gotten, like the Carr brothers, okay? The Carr brothers here shot 5 people, and the girl played dead, and they even ran over her with the vehicle, and she was a friend of mine. She no longer lives in Kansas. The thing that saved her is she had a butterfly beret at the back of her head. She was naked. It was a really cold day. There was like, oh, I want to say 6 foot of snow. No, that's imagining too much. Let's say 3.5 amount of snow. She had to run a mile to get to someone's house. And every time a car went by, she got down in the snow to hide. They thought she was dead, but she was alive. You know, what if one of the ladies would have got away and kept running until they couldn't run no more, and they were outside that mile radius and was alive? We'll never know, because it seems like everything was done that day. But what if it wasn't? I mean, what if somebody got injured and made it outside that mile radius? And it wasn't me that said that they did a mile. It was that Matt Bowley. He's the one that went on live TV and said, we did do a search. He said, he actually says the sheriff or the fire department and farmers did a search. I tried to find that, and I don't know where I found it before. But he talks about it. Let's see here. Texas County Sheriff. Kansas mom's case. Let's see if I can find it this way. I know a couple days ago it was on my live. And it was one of the very first, I think it wasn't the first news conference. It's when Hunter said that they were in danger. I'm trying to look. I said the other day I'd find it because I can go into my other live and go look at it and find it. And then on this one on Good Morning America on News Nation, missing Kansas mom suspect likely led police to bodies. Wait a minute. You had Tiffany's phone, Granny's phone on the first. Paul Grice met you at Four Corners, admitting to being involved in the unaliving of these 2, but you couldn't arrest him because you didn't have a search warrant. Like, nothing makes sense in any of this to me. Nothing makes sense. I'll find that and have it for the next time. But yes, he says it. Go back and listen to my lives. He says it. I went all the way back to the beginning where I heard about the case, which was on Melanie Little's channel. And that's probably actually where the sheriff talks about it. So, what is this? Let me see what this says. Hold on. Okay, I found something I can show you, but it's not Matt Boley. But I am going to find the Matt Boley for you. It might not be today, but let's see here.
Knew exactly where to stash their bodies. Oklahoma investigators are right, and Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly really did meet up with foul play. Either the culprit knew exactly where to stash their bodies, or somebody ain't looking hard enough. The women set out from their hometown of Hugoton, Kansas, on their way to Eva, Oklahoma, to pick up Veronica's 2 kids. The women's car was found the same day in a rural Oklahoma county. And police say there was evidence in the car that makes them think that the women didn't disappear on their own. They are not elaborating. We know that Jillian is a pastor's wife and that she was there to support and maybe, I don't know, chaperone Veronica in a custody fight that she's having with her ex and her ex's family. He had been in prison on a gun possession beef, and though Wrangler was just released before the women went missing, he reportedly entered a court-ordered rehab facility soon, if not immediately afterwards. If Oklahoma investigators are right, and Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly really did meet up with foul play, either the culprit knew exactly where to stash their bodies, or somebody ain't looking hard enough. The women set out from their hometown of Hugoton, Kansas, on their way to Eva, Oklahoma.
There you go. But there is one about Matt Boley. He says how the fire department looked. Hey, KU plays tonight. You know what? I'm a little upset because the Big 12 tournament's going on. But we have the first rounds that will be in Wichita. And if they're seated higher than an 8, then their first round will be here in Wichita. Huh. But if they're at an 8 or better, they won't even be playing here. We'll probably have Wichita State playing here, though. The last time it was the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, and it was awesome. I did not realize this time it's the first rounds that Wichita is holding. Shitload of losers. There might be a shitload of losers, but there's a shitload of good people down there. I know that. Listen, I've made a lot of friends in the Panhandle, and I love each and every one of you. You are great people. And that's another thing that keeps me going on this case, because you deserve better. And your kids and your grandkids deserve better. Daisy Dale, love you, Rock, and all in chat. Appreciate everything you do. Late here now, so off to bed. God bless to you all. Daisy Dale, we are always here for you. Much love to you. We'll be praying. We'll be praying that there's a good outcome for you. Listen, even when I would go to divorce court, talk about butterflies in the stomach. I understand what you're going through. I'm sure you're having sleepless nights. So get you some sleep. Get you some rest. We'll all pray for a very good outcome. Deb C. And then Ellie turned away searchers from somewhere else. Yeah. Mark Espinosa said that they went and they offered to search and was told no. They didn't need them. Because that day that Derek said I was talking about Mark and he was tattling on me, Mark called me. He said, I knew you wasn't talking about him. I wasn't talking about him. I said, Deb C had that comment up there, and I don't know if I highlighted it. But anyway, somebody gave out information the day of, I believe. So, at Rock, Ellie knew they were not hurt or injured. They knew a lot. Yeah, something. Still, you look till you have a body, right? Are you going to say it's okay? Well, there's a lot of blood and you don't got a body. They're dead. No, you're going to say, let's keep looking. Let's look. And over 100 officers, what were they doing? Bushi, I've been in some dark places for real. My house just getting over COVID years. Mom's been on my ass because she's 87 and lonely. I'm like, of course you are. You've lost a ton of loved ones. 87 years, yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Isadale says to Nona, God bless, sweetheart. Bushi, I'm going to look at this case. Let me tell you, Bushi, we dig deep. And we've dug up a lot of stuff that we haven't brought out yet. But there's a reason why Jillian's family has not been involved in all this. There's a whole lot of crazy going on. And it's been crazy on the other side for a very long time, years and years of it, generations of it. I'll just say that we went back generations, and we can prove a lot of things. So there's just a lot of craziness. I'm sure he's looked at it and went, man, I can't even deal with this and raise my kids, and I just lost my wife. I can't handle all this craziness. Nona, he has truly and richly blessed me. May his richest blessing rain down on you and yours. There you go. Yeah, you missed a lot, Bushi. Yeah, go back and look at the lives just when you have a chance. Go back and listen to them. We come with receipts, so it might help you out. And you might find something that we didn't find. Listen, every time I watch a live or a video over, I find something new. And that's the truth. Just when I think I found this, when I thought I'd found everything in the video that played that I could find, when I watch it again, I find something new every time. Surround yourself with like-minded people. There you go. Leroy. Ellie knew. Foley has no idea how long a mile is. You're probably right. Only if it's one of his scooters that's been taken out of the mile distance. Then he might know what that is because it gets an alert. I don't know. Daisy Dale says, thank you. You're a truly amazing lady. Well, I find you amazing too. Listen, we're all amazing. We're all here. We all want the truth, and we all want justice. So, talking about the good people that are losers, yeah. Well, they try to act like a good person, and they're not. And here is Christopher's prayer. I'm going to read it for him. Father God, let's get all our family together and come in agreement to request help for all these children in our lives. We got development needed and surviving help for protection from possible threat. Amen. Thank you, Christopher. All right, guys. Much love to you. Hopefully Friday I'll be feeling good and we'll go live. If at some point you ever want to jump on panel, all you got to do is let me know. Also, I try to pay as close attention to chat as I can, but I only get like 6 per screen on my screen here. So if you come in and say something bad, I never see it. So, because that's what the wrenches do. They get rid of it before I ever can even read it out loud to see it. Yes, hello everyone. Hope all is well with each of you. Late as usual. You can always replay. I just sent some stuff, where there's people saying that, talk about the attorneys that was hired for the wrongful death. I'm sure they told somebody this because this is how it got out, that they reached out to me and I said my name was Pam, not Paula. I've got the whole correspondence back and forth of that situation where the lady goes off on them and said, you've gotten a hold of me twice now. And I'm telling you, my name is Pam. Do a better job. I hope you do a better job for your clients. And then that Pam lady just took her 5 minutes, looked up the YouTube channel and gave it and wrote it back to him in an email with the correct email. Like, how stupid can you be? It's crazy. Christopher, we thank you, Father, for looking out for our best interest and providing for our family's needs. For sure. Please return Dr. News with positive thoughts and outcomes. Yeah, sounds good with me. We love you, Father God. Amen. Amen, Christopher. All right, guys. Much love to all you. Hopefully, I'll be able to see you Friday. I'm looking forward to Friday. Looking forward to Friday. I was going to find a song to go out on. Let's see here. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm going to play this first. But I'm going to pull up. I'm going to play you guys something. Where'd it go? I went right past it. There it is. Let me play this. And I'm going to pull. Hopefully everything will go good. Hopefully the shingles goes away for Beach Baby. And in the meantime, So that song means a lot to me. It's New Breed, Jesse Howard, Outlaw Nation. Give them hell, and it says, if something happens to me, there's more you have to face. That would be you guys. So they can silence one of us, but they can't silence 6,000, 7,000 people. So, and everybody only wants the truth. So, you know, I know many believe, I believe, that all children of the world should be taken care of, whether they be your own or not. We look out for them all. And that's the way the world should be. As adults, that's what we do. So, anyway, much love to you guys. See you on Friday. Hopefully Friday. I'm looking at Friday. I'm going to play some, hopefully Daisy didn't leave yet, because I want to play this. This is to the Dabbles, and I want to play this one. As you listen, if you're free in June 24th through the 28th, I believe, I got Outlaw Nations coming to Oklahoma, just an hour from Oklahoma City. I'm going to take the bus and the pop-up camper, and talking about meeting some hell of guys. They will stick around and they will meet everybody. Everybody's going to be mudding. Rock's taking the Jeep. It would be a ton of fun. If you've been looking at taking a vacation, this would be one to go on. I'll put the flyer on my community posts. I already bought 2 spots for the RV. So, again, that's for the bus and the pop-up camper. It has air conditioning, too, and then plenty of room for tents. So, it's $100 for the whole weekend, starting on Thursday. Lots of bands, lots of people, and most of all, you'll get to meet Outlaw Nation, who I'm definitely a fan of and friends with. So, if you're interested in that, hit me up. We'll get it planned out. Because I don't take no shit, and I don't play no fool, and I don't back down from anybody's rules. And then this is the new Davos channel. Have a great Wednesday night. Watch some Big 12 basketball. What I'm going to do. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Go KU. Thank you. Rock Chalk Dabbles. We're going to start going live more on that. As soon as I get through these surgeries, we will be going live more. Thank you, Bianca, for everything you do. Much love to you. Much love to everybody for everything you do. Everybody in this chat contributes. Until we talk again on Friday, I'm going to make it a point to come live, even if it's for a little bit. Much love to each and every one of you. Again, Big 12, Rock Chalk. Listen, it's funny because I was watching the seniors the other night do their speeches, and everyone at the end of them said my name. Rock Chalk, baby. I felt kind of special, you know? But that's where my name does come from. Rock Chalk comes from the Kansas University of Kansas, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. But every one of them gave their speech and said, Rock Chalk, baby. And I was like, yeah, they're talking to me. Hey, my head got a little big for a minute. Anyway, much love. I shall talk to y'all later. Much love. Oh, wait a minute. There's a couple of comments I'm going to get on. Thank you at Rock Chalk True Crime for everything you do. Everyone here, thank you. Yes, thank you, everyone. Christopher's going to sneak something here on me. It was not a quick event to bury that freezer. Drones could have covered that distance for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I'll have it for you Friday. I'm going to dig it up, or Deb will dig it up. We'll dig it up. Okay? We'll dig it up, and I'll replay it Friday where he says they went a mile each direction. A mile? Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, much love, everybody. I am for sure ending it now. See you Friday. On my post tomorrow, I'll let you know how I'm doing. Or I'll hit Deb up or something, but I'll try to put a post on tomorrow. Okay? Everything will go good. Don't worry about it. I've had plenty of skin cancer cut out. It's not a big deal. Much love, everybody.